Shraddha and welcome to Hindu Mythology World. We all talk about justice and forgiveness, but what they mean? And these ideas exist in Hinduism? So let's know it. These two ideas may shape our understanding of conflict, but Hinduism is based on karma and it is more complex. Whenever we are deeply hurt, a question comes to our mind. Do we seek justice through revenge or do we let go? Justice and forgiveness are two concepts that come to us from the West. They speak of an eye for an eye, which is about justice. They speak about turning the other cheek if slapped on one, which is referred to forgiveness. These two ideas may shape our global understanding of any conflict. People have tried to use the same framework to appreciate Hindu response to crisis. Therefore, when there is a crisis, people need either justice or compromise for peace. The Hindu worldview is more complex than that. It is based on karma. Every event that happened before us or to us is the result of the seed we sowed in the past. Hence, we must take responsibility for events that happen in our lives. But taking responsibility, however, is the toughest thing in the world. It is very difficult to handle. Let's understand karma by looking at the epics, Ramayana and the Mahabharata. The Ramayana begins with the story of Valmiki watching two birds, one of whom is shot and killed. The surviving bird mourns the death of her beloved. Valmiki gets so upset by this event that he curses the hunter. The bird cannot curse. It only knows how to grieve. This event draws attention to the difference between animal and human, nature and culture. In nature, there is no concept of justice or forgiveness. There is only suffering. Humans, however, can compensate for suffering by demanding justice or forgiveness. Maybe there is something else because the human mind is capable of imagining the world of karma, where every event occurs. After all, it's supposed to occur. There is no one to blame and therefore no one to forgive. When Ram kills the monkey king Vali and the demon king Ravana, their wives are devastated. In many retellings, Vali's widow Tara and Ravana's widow Mandodari curse Ram that he will also face separation from his spouse. This has been cited as the reason of Sita's banishment from Ayodhya. Ram pays the price for his military victory. However, righteous his war may or may not have been, he does not complain about it. Likewise, in Mahabharata, everybody speaks of how Krishna established Dharma by getting the Pandavas to defeat Kauravas. However, we rarely speak about the damage, the death of Draupadi's children, Arjuna's son Abhimanyu and Bhima's son Ghatotkacha. How Gandhari cursed Krishna and his entire clan is wiped out eventually. Krishna does not complain. Even a dharmic war has a damage, which gods accept without getting upset. And consequences are part of a life. This worldview is very different from outlook which demand justice or forgiveness. In the world of Ram and Krishna, every action reacts. One learns that negative events in our lives are the outcome of our past actions. If we respond to these events, we sow a fresh seed, which leads to positive or negative outcomes. The seed and the fruit follow each other unless we step back and witness life as sages do. So here we end with this video. Hope you like it, and if yes, don't forget to subscribe, and we will meet in another video. Thank you for watching.